Good morning. Happy Friday. Naima Singletary here, billiondolalrcourag.ecom. My voice went out yesterday, so pardon me, but I have a very, very important message to deliver today. Today I'm going to be talking about the inner critic, your self-doubt, your inner devil, the part of you that magically talks you out of your power, your ideas, your action, talks you out of action. You know, yesterday I was on the phone in the car with a friend, and she made a comment that just really hit me, and I said, oh my God, this is what people have to remember. Whether you're just deciding to do something you've been wanting to do, or you're growing something, and you need to constantly remember to get out of your own way. She said that as you grow, I'm paraphrasing, but basically, as you step into a higher version of yourself, your ego expands too. As you expand, your ego expands. So the more you do, the moment you step into a new decision that's a higher version of yourself, your ego matches it. And your ego's sole job is to serve itself and not you. I had a conversation, a very intentional conversation with my ego about 2 weeks ago. And this is so important. This really shifted and helped me to sort of separate it. And this might work for you, so you might want to try it. It got to the point where wherever I was doing something, because you know, Billion Dollar Courage is pretty new, started early May. And there was all this mental work I had to do just to get that up. And then another whole set of mental work I had to do to expand it and to formalize it. And it got to the point where it was always like this fight in my head. And it's kind of exhausting, that fight that goes on in the head. And so, for some reason, one day, I just wanted to acknowledge the ego, because it got to the point where it was loud. It was just like, shut the fuck up. So one day I literally, when I started to read about the ego and its purpose and how it works in books like The Power of Now, Buddha's Brain, those are 2 books you can read to help you understand the ego and how it works. When I say ego, the ego, that's the inner critic, self-doubt. That's what this whole video is about, that inner negative self that talks you out of your better self. I finally had a conversation and I said, you know what? I recognize your purpose. Your purpose is to serve you. I get that. But guess what? My purpose is more important than your purpose. And I actually had this conversation with my ego 2 days in a row. I remember one day it happened. I was here in the bathroom and I went in the mirror and it was like a conversation. And one day I was driving up the hill coming home, and it hit me strong. We had to have another conversation. So now there's this awareness. So it's not like, get away, stop, shoot. I could just say, okay, I recognize that, okay, I decide I want to do something bigger in my business. And now the ego comes and says something like, oh, maybe you're not ready. Or maybe you need to go do this first. Or maybe you need to go, bury yourself under 6 months of books. Whatever, that's my stuff. You got your own stuff. Have you tried to start something? Have you tried to finish something? Have you halfway through something and there's a block? You got all this inner spam. I talk about mental spam. So I think it's important that we recognize our inner critic and that we just talk about it, acknowledge it, and not try to shoo it away. Like, hopefully this will go away, because it's not going away. It's going to get bigger. It's going to get bigger and stronger and more powerful the more bigger and stronger and powerful you get. So you got to talk to that thing, let it know your purpose, and get crystal clear about what your intention is. Crystal clear about the real emotion, about the real result, the why you're doing it. Because that's what's going to help you be able to work in your own power and not having your inner critic and ego overpower you. So that's the message for today. Share this video. Like it. I'd love to hear your comments. I love you. Naima Singletary, billiondolalrcourag.ecom. Happy Friday, and I will see you on Monday. I love you guys. Peace out.